What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today is 4th of July, Freedom Day, of course. So hopefully you guys are having some fun. Be careful with some fireworks, don't blow your damn hands off. But today I'm headed back over to Joe's. You guys will see this in like another video. Plus, if you want to see like the technical breakdown and how Joe's actually building all the cages and stuff for the front bumper, and exactly how it's gonna mount and dismount and all that good stuff, make sure you go to his channel, Streetcar Joe. Check him out. He's doing essentially all the technical side of things. So I've kind of just been doing like an overview, highlight of what's going on over there. But if you guys are interested in learning how to do fabrication and kind of his thoughts on how he comes up with this stuff, go check his channel out, Streetcar Joe. Follow him on Instagram also. But at the end of this video, kind of see a sneak peek of what we did with the front end and where we're at. We are super close, which means we're super close to testing. I know the car's been down a long time, but this is just part of the process when you change as much as I did. Plus, it's super hard to get parts right now. But yeah, if you guys don't know, the car's been down since November, and it is now July. So it's been a long damn time. I would not want the car down this long, but that's just how long it took. We changed so much. If you guys are new to the channel, we went from literally a stock IRS rear end, stock rear diff, everything stock, to a TRZ Motorsports chromoly 9-inch with strange 40 spline axles, strange brakes in the rear, new Alpha wheels in the back, and Joe had to literally fabricate all that stuff to make the straight axle work back there. And we've never done that before. TRZ makes a nice bar that bolts into the stock cradle location, but everything else has to be fabbed up and fitted, and obviously that's not meant to be on that car, so that was a ton of work. And then we ended up doing the carbon floors in the rear, carbon floor in the trunk, and then once that was done, we were just essentially waiting on the engine to come in. Shout out RPG, makes the best Coyote engines in the world. So then the RPG engine came in, the Hughes Performance Power Glide, best transmissions in the world, hit me up if you need one. That came in, and we essentially went to work on the tubed front end. We did a whole tubed front end. That took a long time. They don't make one for an S550, and especially on the newer ones, with the way that the cradle's set up, it was, or the K-member's set up, it was a ton of work to make a tubed front end work. And essentially, now we're at the point of actually fitting the bumper on there. So that's what's been taking so long. So yeah, tons of other things have changed. Obviously a whole new turbo kit, which actually didn't take Joe that long to do. But once the car is done, hopefully tonight, we're actually bringing it home, or tomorrow. I got another hood from my buddy Nick. Shout out Nick. Nick has the Mustang that is currently waiting some parts also. Update on his probably coming real soon. And so yeah, got his hood because we're gonna, obviously the exhaust has moved, so we got to cut a new hole for the exhaust to come out, and then we got to get the hood wrapped to match the rest of the car. After that, I got a new converter from Hughes I got to put in, put some new transmission fluid, and put the new rear diff gasket in there, and pretty much just go through the car because I've literally only driven it around the block a couple times. I've driven it to Joe's, and then I'm gonna drive it back. So everything needs to be gone through before we actually take it testing. But I believe in 2 weekends, not this next weekend, because some cool stuff going on. Hopefully the weekend after that, we'll actually take the car testing. And that's when we're gonna find out like if we need dump valves, because the turbo, that it's a bigger single turbo, and we don't know if it's gonna be able to spool it, get on the chip very quick. Even with the converter we got, so we may have to get some dump valves from Hughes, so that's to be learned. We don't know if the gearing is right. There's just so many new things on the car. It's such a new combo, no one's really done it, so there's gonna be a lot of learning process, and then, you know, finishing up the tune with Lund. So a lot of work to be done on the car, but here in a second you'll see a preview on kind of what the front end looks like and what we came up with, because we did end up changing back to the stock bumper for the meantime. So I'm still gonna use the Featherlight bumper, but on a different project at a different time. But the stock bumper just fits a little better, and with the holes that are already cut in the grill, because we made the turbo kit with the stock bumper. I didn't have the Featherlight bumper yet. So the turbo kit is literally kind of meant to fit with the stock bumper, so it looks freaking sick as hell with it on there. Joe did an amazing job. So you guys will see that here in a second, but I wanted to remind you, July 9th, this coming Friday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. July 9th, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm doing my huge release. It's something I've been working on for almost 3 months now. I've had the idea for a long time, but I finally put it all together within the last 3 months. And it's something really cool. It's something really big that I'm doing. And it's gonna be always evolving because it's something that evolves as the industry evolves, but I'm pretty excited about it. So hopefully you guys are excited as I am. And I didn't really do any teasers because I just really didn't want to give it away. There's a few people that know what it is because they've helped me out and stuff. Some awesome companies that I'll talk about in the next video. But you will not see a video until July 9th at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it was just me blabbing along. But here in a second you're going to see an update on the Tang Stang. I will see you guys July 9th. Alright guys, back at Streetcar Joe's. We decided to use the OEM bumper because when we built the turbo kit, we actually didn't have the Featherlight bumper. So we have another project we're going to save the Featherlight bumper for. But this is where we're at with the cradle up top. So to fit the OEM bumper back up, it's a little bit different than the Featherlight bumper. But built this bar that goes around the top. It's going to have some tabs that go to the OEM mounting holes on the bumper. And then as you guys saw in the previous video, we've got these little bars. There's a lot of surface rust because the car was outside, so we're gonna have to clean all this up and paint it, which we're gonna do anyways. But that's for the fenders. There'll be another bar here that holds the headlight, and then that's kind of the cage for the top. And there'll be a little bit similar, something similar on the bottom, maybe not that goes all the way across, but probably just a couple bars that come out for the front bumper. But man, I gotta clean that rust off. So I'd planned to paint the front end anyways. We've just been trying to get all the fab work done to actually have time, or to actually pull it all off and then paint the whole thing. But car is getting there. And honestly, we put the stock bumper back on and the hood, and it looks so much better with the way that this grill is cut out. It actually fits perfect because that's how we mounted it. The turbo and the intercooler was for this bumper, so that's why everything fits up a lot better. But man, she is coming along. Look at that. Lift it?
Yeah, keep working.